We are back again. Training camp has gone and come for the most part, and we got a lot to talk about, whether it's Terry, whether it's a top 5 cornerback. We got a lot to cover. Reedie, Zee, myself, and Juan, the Burgundy Breakdown, and all that starts right now. Fellas, welcome back to another week of the Burgundy Breakdown. How are we all feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling great. Camp has been exciting. A lot that we've seen over the past few days, a lot to discuss. Everything's going smooth outside of Mr. Terry. Okay, 1-7.
Definitely excited that camp is here. Can't say this is my best day in the office, but hey, we here. We thugging. Excited about camp. Excited about some things that we're gonna talk tonight about in terms of Jacory Krosky-Mert. Reedie's gonna be upset to hear that one. Your man Reedie at camp said, "Oh, you too, bro." Hey, I'm like, look, man, it's just I always was a fan of his game, but after seeing him in person, he ain't do nothing spectacular to sell me. But it's just like, when somebody has it, like that's just how you can describe him. And he just has it. Whatever it is to you, that's what JCM has. And he's gonna be fired, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree. But don't let Reedie fool you. He definitely yesterday was prepping himself to be a fan. You know what I mean? So he's on record. Trying to agree and think Bill is going to be something. He's playing the seas. I'll just put it there. For the switch over.
DQ love him. I'll say that.
They do.
Man, everybody loves him. He's been, outside of Mikey, he's probably been the second most trending name at camp. Everybody, and Trey Amos, but everybody's talking about JCM. We getting all these different. Now everybody wants to say he's RB1. They're even talking about he might start the season at RB1. We leaving camp. People talking about Brian Robinson gonna get cut. It's just all types of crazy stuff going.
People on crack then.
Yeah, and like you said, I stand that I think at some point, he's gonna put a huge dent into Brian Robinson's carries, or potentially they're gonna be sharing the backfield, but I don't think he's gonna, just get this man out of here and not have a roster spot. That's too far. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Reedie, how you feeling?
I'm just letting y'all talk.
You gotta do that. Sit in the corner, back of the room, just like, man, I just gotta be here because I don't get fines. He was Marshawn Lynch.
I'm trying to figure out who's everybody. Zee's talking about everybody's. Who is everybody?
I'm saying you seeing it everywhere. When I say everybody, that's what I'm saying. Like you seeing it more and more on the medias and people talking. That's what I'm saying.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that JCM isn't a good player. He's a great player, actually. But I'm just not ready to say that he's about to come in here and knock 2 running backs out the box. Like, I'm not doing that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to glaze. I'm not going to glaze off of something that I've seen in one practice or this, that, and the third. Wait till we get to the preseason games. Then we can crown him. Until then, we need to pump the brakes. We've seen 17 highlights on his highlight tape. That's it. And y'all ready to say this and say that? I'm not saying that he's not going to be good because I think he is. But I'm just saying, like, relax. And I got one person, and I'm going to break it here. One person who I talked to out at camp who said he thinks he gets cut. But we ain't talking about that, huh?
We was talking about that when you was fixing the situation over there. But yeah, we was talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't think he gets cut. I think that's cap. I think that's cap. But so I ain't even gonna get on here.
Major cap.
Juan say that's Stephen A-ish.
That saying Jason,
Yeah,
okay, that is bell to ass material.
But actually,
Juan, what we doing, Juan? What we doing, Juan? Let's talk about that, Juan. Let's talk about Juan.
Putting shades on now.
Yeah, man, we got our hater bloggers on, man.
I'm skinny over
How
here.
you doing, Z? Yeah, you real skinny over here.
Okay. Wow. Babe, where my shades at, babe? Go give me some shades. But yeah, man, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe at the Burgundy Breakdown, WSH on all platforms. Subscribe to the YouTube, the IG, the X account. We finally getting our pages up and running, so make sure y'all transition over there. And yeah, like fellas, so let's just roll right into it. Let's start with Terry. It's a lot of talks about top 5 money. It's been talks about it was a report that came out today. They said that the team is going to offer him a 2 to 3 year extension, just above Cortland Sutton.
30.
And he got 4-year 92, which was 23 million a year. So just above, actually they put slightly above 23 million. To me, it's talking like 25, 26. Terry already makes that now. So I think it's capped. Shefty said he thinks Terry wants nothing less than 33. So how y'all feeling about a lot of reports that's been coming over the last three to 4 days. Actually, as a reminder, Terry did report to camp on Sunday and to begin his hold in. And it's just been all type of speculations from there. And people are coming for Buddy Baker's head. So let's talk about it. How y'all feeling about all this?
Yeah.
So I think I pretty much think that these reports are capped. One. Because I think Terry doesn't. I think they don't offer. I think they offer 30 million. That's going to be the middle ground. They're going to offer 30 million. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere around, we were kicking the numbers around somewhere around the maybe 90. Give them maybe 65 to 70 guaranteed. Somewhere in that range, 3-year deal. Go from there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be what they're talking about, these low numbers. Come on, man. The man's already making 24, 25 right now. So why would $3 million extra dollars from he turned up the last 3 seasons that he's been 2 seasons that he's been under this contract. So that's dumb. That doesn't even make sense to me. So I don't even know why they're reporting that. They need to just hold their horses on that one, because he's going to come in somewhere between 30, 31. It might not be 34. But you got to think also, if I'm an agent, I'm going to tell us to bid high, because we know the team's not going to pay that. So then they got to find the middle ground somewhere in the middle. So I think the middle is 30 million, because I think that's what they're willing to pay.
That's a good point. So what if everybody's getting on his Buddy Baker's head, including myself, but what if that was his whole tactic to begin with, was to go in super high to where they say, all right, fine, we'll meet you at 30. In reality, 30 is where he really wanted to have his client be at. That's a good point, because I've been on his head heavy. Like as of recent, it kind of started a few days ago after thinking about it. Like, I'm not mad at Terry McLaurin. This is not Terry McLaurin's fault. This is his agent's fault for not getting him paid, because he doesn't know what he's doing, clearly. As Garrett Wilson then got paid, Cortland Sutton got paid. So a lot of people felt like the leverage that they did have at some point is no longer there, because Cortland Sutton is early similar to Terry McLaurin in terms of production and age at this point. That being said, though, I still think Terry McLaurin deserves to get paid more than Cortland Sutton, but his agent doesn't have what is it? In my opinion, at least, this is how I was looking at it. Like, his agent doesn't have a track record of having superstar talent. Terry McLaurin's his biggest client that he currently represents. So maybe he's trying to make a statement, or something for his personal agency gain. Like, I got Terry McLaurin this much money. Look what I can do for you. That's how it's kind of feeling toward to me. And that's why when Terry came out at Eastern Motors, I said, bro, that's not Terry talking like that. That's his agent. Because all of a sudden now he's this selfish guy. He doesn't feel valued, right? But this is the same guy as come on, as we saw on Reedie and Zee channel, right? Lewis Riddick said it. Like he has the best situation. There's not many situations any else that he could go to have the situation that he dreamt of and that he wanted. So you think all of a sudden he just is willing to give all that up for an extra $2 million? No. This is his agent telling him, Terry, I can do this for you, I can do this for you, I can do this for you. And Terry's sitting around like, what are you doing? I want to be out here with the fans. I want to be out here with the players. You know what I'm saying? This is I love this. And I'm missing this because you're telling me, you're promising me something that clearly doesn't seem like it's happening. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see in a couple months to a couple years from now that he's parting ways with his agent Drew, well not Drew Rosenhaus, but Buddy Baker. That's just my little spill on it.
Man, Terry need to get rid of Buddy Baker right now. Because Juan, you brought up that good point that Rio posted about a few other days. Terry McLaurin is the biggest name on his client list. It's Terry.
Client list is ass.
Tershawn Wharton, Jeremy Chin, no Sweet Chin music, Reed a Blankenship, so already an in-division rival, Shaquille Griffin, Patrick Ricard, Demetrius Knight Jr., the rookie out of Cincinnati, DeAndre Carter, for those who enjoy their throwbacks, Chandler Brewer, Michael Juergens, not Cam Juergens, Michael Juergens, Scott Matlock, the fullback DN down in LA. Can I interest you in an Aiden White? Can I interest you in a Darrell Nachami or an AJ Woods? Like, none of these names scream you are in the business to make money. This is in the name of you're screaming to find a player to latch onto and run with. Because I said this to Reedie and Zee, what, Monday afternoon when we had a phone call. I said his agent looks like a Disneyland employee. Not Disney World, Disneyland. I've seen better agents at State Farm. I might as well call up Jake from State Farm. He ain't giving me my money.
Disneyland was in Cali, right?
Exactly.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. He definitely said that I seen better agents at State Farm before. Hey, bro.
Like, come on, dude. Like, I'm looking at this dude on the field. I'm like, who is this clown?
Man, I was telling Lake the other day when Terry was standing out there, we were at camp and Terry came out and he was just standing there for like 20 minutes just talking. In my head, I'm like, who the hell is he talking to? I'm trying to record to see if he turns around to the crowd, see if he say anything, do anything, you know what I mean, trying to be able to have some content. He stood there literally like 20 minutes just talking. And I didn't know who he was talking to. It didn't hit me until later on that I realized. I'm like, oh, damn, that was his agent. You know what I mean? So my viewpoint on the whole thing is that, you know, it is starting to look like it's, you know, the agent is having a lot of influence on it. You know what I mean? In the beginning, you know, I'm still on Terry's side a little bit because I do feel like he deserves a new deal. He can get some more money. But in reference to the fact of like, you know what I mean, not being outside with the team. You know, when Ayuk held in, he was out there. He was stick his head in the huddle here with the play call, stand back. He was involved of some sort. When Jamar Chase held out, he was there of some sort. Like Terry is sitting in the building. I mean, they say he's in meetings. They're saying he's working out. He's going through rehab or whatever with his ankle. But like, it's like, and then you coming out at the end and you signing autographs. It looks funny. But one thing Reedie said a few weeks ago that just keeps playing in my head is that what if they really just doing it like this to try to build a story to show us in Hard Knocks, like just to kind of, you know what I mean, just to kind of create a mess because that's what sells. And it's like
pro wrestling.
That's just in the back of my head. Like, what if they handle it like this, a script or something? I don't know, but it just seems weird, and it's not. It doesn't really fully seem natural. Is what I'm
I
saying.
didn't realize that Commanders were bought by TKO Group. I didn't realize Triple H was in the creative process, handing us scripts for promos.
It could be just the NFL in a sense.
I
Not
mean,
even just them. If Goodell say we trying to, bump up Hard Knocks or whoever got influence on it, you never know.
I mean, if next week I see Terry McLaurin at SummerSlam, I'm gonna come back to this video and be like, well, we're on to something.
So I can't believe that they're trying to pump up Hard Knocks like a PR scheme stunt, because Hard Knocks doesn't start until November. So like we're well off into the season at that point. So I don't know if that's necessarily a thing or not, but
Yeah. Louis Riddick was touching on sorry to cut you off, but Louis Riddick was talking about the whole Trey Hendrickson situation in Cincinnati about contracts and how you pay the proud people in your building because they're not problem people kind of thing. And I listened to that. I clipped it up. We can play it here in a minute. I went, if you just switch out the name Trey Hendrickson for Terry McLaurin, it's the same story. The deal should have gotten done already. Why is the NFL making this such another big problem than it already needs to be? We can play it if we want, unless we don't want to get copyrighted. If not, I can throw this in a reel or whatnot. But the fact of the matter is, two of your biggest names in their respective groups, and Hendrickson and McLaurin, for whatever reason, cannot get these simple, that's bad because they're relatively simple deals. It could have gotten done 3 months ago, and we all would have been chilling. We're all here, but it's just relax. It's just a mess. But yeah, we're jumping off onto the Burgundy Breakdown officially now.